Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to our PHP lecture. Today we are going to deal with PHP data types. We are going to revise the topic of PHP data types. Okay, let us see what the thing you can use inside these data types. Okay, first of all, whatever variable that you are storing for your data. Okay, variable can be stored data with different types. What they are saying, variable can be stored, whatever variable you use for your using your data type or data purpose, it can use various type of different datas and different data types also. Okay, there are many data types in PHP. Let us see. PHP supports following data types. How many types are there? Very first is string. Then integer, string, integer. These are the basic and very important data types. The two basic, string and integer, are the basic and very important data types. String is going to use characters and integer is going to use for numbers. I will explain it to you in a detail. Okay, next is float. That means floating point numbers. Okay, then boolean, then array, then object, null and resource. Main data types are this: string, integer, float, boolean, array. Okay, these are the main data types in PHP we use frequently. Okay, let us see now PHP string data type. The very first string. A string is a sequence of character. What is a string? A string is a sequence of characters like hello world. That means in a double inverted comma you have written a text, you have written a character. So any characters you can write. Here it is example is given of hello world. Let us see what example. String can be any text inside double inverted commas, that is quotes, you can say. Here you can use double inverted comma. In a keyboard you have two type of inverted comma, single inverted comma and double inverted comma. You have to type double inverted comma using shift key. Okay, you can use single quotes also, but it is suggestion is to give double inverted comma to avoid the things. Okay, now let us see the example. Very first line, HTML, doc type HTML, then HTML tag is used, body tag is used. Inside body tag your PHP tag opens here. Okay, the PHP tag opens here. Inside PHP tag you have declared a variable x. Okay, inside PHP tag you have declared your variable x, that is $x. The variable is declared using a $sign is equals to double inverted commas. You can see over here double inverted comma is given. Inside double inverted comma hello world has been written, that is the text is written over here. Okay, then after this double inverted comma has been completed, semicolon has been completed. Next $y, another variable has been used. $y, inside this $y is equals to single inverted comma has been used. Single inverted comma also you can use, but it is such mandatory. It is a useful thing to use a double inverted comma. Okay, inside single inverted comma is also written hello world. You can see over here semicolon is given. Then echo, in the last lecture we have seen for output we use echo and print statement. So we use echo statement over here, echo $x to print our $x value. What is $x value? Hello world. Then next echo double inverted comma br is to for coming on a next line. If you are not giving br, it is going to write it on a single line only, same line. Next echo $y, again printing your $y value, that is in a single inverted comma hello world is written. Okay, then PHP tag complete, body tag complete and HTML tag complete. Okay, by running this example, let us see the running example. See hello world, you can see over here. Okay, is a program. Now let us see another PHP data type, PHP integer. Okay, PHP integer. And integer data type is non-decimal number. What is I saying? It is a number. But the thing is, it is a non-decimal number. The PHP integer data type is a non-decimal number between -2147483648 and 2147483667 647. Okay, between this range you can use integer data type. Okay, that means you can use negative value also, 0 also, positive value also. So numbers has been and between this range. Okay, let us see rule for integers. How to use integers? An integer must have at least one digit. What they are saying? At least one digit. That means in an integer value you must write a one digit letter. If you're writing one digit, any digit you can use 0, 1, 2 or negative values. Okay, an integer must not have decimal point. What is decimal point? If you have a percentage, for example 77.60, then point should not be there. If you are using a percentage, then you have to use float. I will explain you. But if you are using integer, you cannot use a decimal point. That means 77.60 is not going to use for integer. Okay, integer will use simple value. For example, you can write your mobile number 9028, etc, etc. Okay, 10 digit number you can use over there. Now integer can be either positive or negative. Can you see over here? Integer value can be either positive or negative. Any value you can use in a integer. Integer can be either positive or negative. Integer can be specified in decimal, that is base 10, then hexadecimal, that is base 16, and octal, that is base 8, or binary, that is base 2, binary notations. Okay, all these things you can use inside integer. In the following example, $x is an integer value. Okay, where variable dump function returns the data type and value. Let us see what it is. Very first line, doc type HTML body inside PHP tag. $x has been given, and inside the $x, the value of x is written 5985. Okay, now where underscore dump, it will it is a function will give you a variable integer of x. This is output. You can see the output over here. Okay, now let us see the floating point. This float, PHP float data type. Let us see what it is. A float, that is floating point number. A float is also called as floating point number, but we write basically float. If a float, that is floating point number, is a number with a decimal point. It is a number with a decimal point, or a number in a exponential form, or a number in a exponential form. Float is a number with a decimal point or a number in a exponential form. Okay, in the following example, $x is a float. It means what it is written over here. I have told you percentage 77.60. So this point is used as a floating point number. The PHP where dump function return the data types and value. It will show you the returning of data types and value over here. You can see doc type HTML tag, then body tag, then PHP tag, then in your $x, that is your variable x, is holding a value 10.365 semicolon, where underscore dump is the function used $x, it will return you, that is the float point, and 10.36 the value. Okay, next is boolean. PHP boolean. You can see over here PHP boolean. Now this is something different. Why we use a boolean? Just keep this in mind. It holds a true or false value. Okay, what it does, boolean will be holding just true and false value. Okay, I will explain you in detail what they are saying. A boolean represents two possible states. What they are saying, boolean value, the boolean data type will represent two possible states. Two possible states means two possible values. In a state you can give you either true or false. It will provide you either true or false. You can see over here a boolean will provide you two values, either true or false value. Okay, That means a boolean, the whatever the data or whatever the concept you are passing over here, it will be passing you in a true or false sense over here. Booleans are often used in conditional testing. Booleans are often used in a conditional testing. That means it is going to use a test a condition, either it is true or false, or what you are giving to deal with in a condition part, either it is true or false, the condition is true or false. Okay, the booleans are often used as a conditional testing. You will learn more about this conditional testing in later. Okay, I will explain you in this. So let us just keep this in mind. It is boolean value is going to hold two possible things, that is true and false. That is true and false, two values it's going to hold over here. So what you have learned today we have dealt with PHP data types. What you have done? PHP data types. In a PHP data types we have dealt with variables. It can be stored different types. Okay, there are different types of data in our programming language. There are different types of data which we use to store in our programming languages. This data is going to store in our programming language with some space. To accommodate it in a perfect space, we use data types. There are different data types. We have seen the very first data type as a string. PHP string data type we have seen. Okay, let us see furthermore things. We have seen PHP string. Then what strings has? It holds character. Basically it holds characters like hello world. Any character, you can write your name also. If you are writing your name, you can use string over here. If you are writing your mobile number, or you are writing a date of birth, or you are writing a something, your marks, for example marks, total marks, so you can use integer value. But if you are writing a percentage and you've got a percentage of 88.90, then what data type you are going to use? You are going to use floating point number. What are you going to use? You are going to use floating, that is float data. Okay, if you have writing a, say for example you are writing amount, you are writing a certain amount, you are doing a business and writing an amount, and you are adding it. So which data type you are going to use? You are going to use addition. For addition you are going to use integer, numbering purpose, so you are going to use integer. And if you are going to deal with a writing a name of your friends, or you are making a list, then which data type you are going to use? You are going to use string data type. For writing text, for writing name, you are going to use text, that is a string data type. Okay, by this time in this lecture we have learned this data types over here. Okay everyone, so in next lecture we are going to deal with further more examples of this. Already we have done with all these things, I'm just revising it. By the time, study well. Okay, each and everything, whatever doubt you have, you write it on a book, you write it on your paper, you make a book and you practice over there. If you have any doubt, we will definitely going to solve in our college soon. Inshallah we are going to start with our college. There we are going to fill all your, we are going to deal with your revision part also, we are going to deal with your doubts part also. I will going to explain this thing, everything again if you have any doubt. Okay, by the time, study well. Allah Hafiz.